If you feel like being quiet and listening and witnessing, do what feels kind to your body, to your mind in this current moment. I want to sit in kindness and let go, let be. Just do your thing. You can mute yourself. You can open your microphone. We can hear you until you finally slowly settle in and sit in kindness. Kindness. You can move your body, stretch a little bit. It's free. It's a container of freedom. For the benefit of Luke coming in, simply we are sitting for a place of kindness. I have invited everyone to shake their hands, move their heads, stretch their body, breathe in, shout, however you feel called to express yourself, for you to sit in kindness and finally settle in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently opening the body, opening the heart, opening the mind, opening every cell in the body, opening every organ in the body, simply smiling, smiling to your heart, smiling to your mind. And as you smile, it opens, as it recognizes frequency of love, of kindness, of joy, of peace. Smiling to your beautiful lungs as it expands, as you breathe in and relaxes as you breathe out. Smiling to your liver, smiling to your kidneys, your intestines, your stomach. Thank you for keeping me alive. You've done such a wonderful job for making me well and healthy today. Smiling to your legs, your feet, gratitude and recognition. I see you. I feel you. Thank you for bringing me from places to places. Smiling to your whole body, the top of your head down to your feet, and just see your body smiles back at you. Feel that. Feel it. How does it feel when your body smiles back at you? You're smiling at your body. Be very gentle and be very attentive so you can feel and witness every every single gesture of that smile. You may even examine your body like you're seeing your work. You notice every detail of it. So you scan it portion, scan the top of your head, portion by portion. So you're not allowing any part of your body not to be looked at and not to be smiled at. Hello, dear head, I smile to you. Down to your face. Go as gently, as slowly as you can. Loving each inch of you. It's such a beautiful act of kindness. If at any point of the body feels painful, there's a little bit of pressure, pleasant emotion, simply smile to that and send them your loving breath. Your breath soothing, soothing, soothing every inch. My body is happy and healthy. My body is happy and healthy. My entire body is happy and well. All the conditions to be happy in this current present moment. That is enough for me. May all beings be happy and healthy. May all beings experience the happiness and health that I am experiencing in life. May all beings, family and friends, be happy and healthy. I wish them well. I wish them well. I think of them fondly, that they be well and happy. That they may find the time to smile to themselves, comfort their wound, their pain, and their grief with a powerful breath, a source of healing. I wish them well. May all beings in all realms, in all dimensions, be happy and healthy. May they find peace and love. And may they find the light, that one true light that never changes and never dim. May all beings be happy and happy. That beautiful inhale, deeply and nicely. Bringing back our full attention and intention into the circle, bringing our smiles. When you are ready, gently come back in your eyes. Drink some water. And return to the circle. Sometimes words are not enough. I wish that I can just keep silent, but I need to talk. How easy was that? How difficult was that? How easy it is, or how challenging it is to bring ourselves with no support whatsoever. It was all you. To bring back all our attention and intention into kindness. How easy that was, or how challenging that was. I wanted to hear your experience so we can shine light into our practice. And as we shine light to our practice, we also shine light to the community. Acknowledging all that we have experienced in that. There is no more important or less important. I always say the questions are of the same value as the answer. For the answer never can come into creation without the question. So ease is never felt in the body without the feeling of unease. We can only say it's easy because we felt how difficult things could be, right? And shining awareness into awareness just simply means our attention, our full attention, witnessing, seeing. That is awareness in its essence and in its practicality. Simply just seeing as it is, right? So I would love some volunteers to shine light into their practice and shine light to the community's practice. And if you are called to speak, you may unmute yourself, join your hands, the palms together in prayer, and bow down to the community. And when you are finished speaking, you can also just join your hands. So we will not interrupt you in your pauses and in your silence. Take your time, as much time as you want to speak. Thank you for the sharings. So beautiful. It's easy. It's very easy to come back to kindness. And all we need sometimes is a little bit of a reminder that I have enough conditions in the present moment to be happy, to be kind. We don't even need to create love. We just need to tune in to love that is all around, that is in your body. First of all, your kidneys loves you so much. It's functioning well and happy. Every single piece of this body, every inch, the things that we can see and the things that we cannot see, the things that we have names for, like our lungs. I haven't seen my lungs, right? Did you see your lungs? I've never seen my physical heart, not with my physical eyes, but you can see it with frequency. You can feel it, and you can feel when your heart is a little bit soft, a little bit tender, a little bit disappointed at times, a little bit frustrated at times. Maybe there's grief in there. And if the heart feels grief, every part of our body feels grief. Because they act as one, they function as one. And they all function. How many cells we have in the body, they all function for us to be happy, well, and to be in that place of love. This is what our teachers, our Buddhas, when I say Buddhas, these are enlightened minds. I'm not even speaking of names of Buddhas. Okay? Buddhas are people who have attained the state of Buddhahood, which is the enlightened mind. So everyone has an enlightened, has the potential to have that enlightened state. And so this is their teaching. What we are doing right now, we are reaping the fruits of their enlightenment. Just imagine the work of one person reaches dimensions. Your work reaches dimensions. Not in the ways that our mind understands. For our mind, our logical mind only knows A and B, point 1 to point 2, territories and boundaries, names and labels. This is our logical. But we have a mind that transcends physicality. We have a mind that sees the skin, isn't it? But we also that mind, that enlightened mind, that knows that this skin is made of cells, that this skin is part of the earth. And this is not made up knowledge. This all can be observed. This all can be observed. This all can be seen. This is not some fairy tale stories. This can be observed. You can observe this in your own body. You can observe this in your own emotion. You can observe this in your own mind. If we spend enough time observing, is it? Only if we spend enough time observing. But sometimes we are a stranger to our own body. We are a stranger to our own mind. We're walking back and forth, A to B, side to side, front, back, down, without even noticing what is happening. We are a stranger to our own body and our own mind and our emotions sometimes. But if it's banging, if it's painful, then there we notice it. course. If it's shouting, now, now I'm noticing you. So the shouting and the pain and all those strong emotions are actually an act of love to your body, calling your attention to please pay attention. Pay attention. Pain is never, nothing in your body is against you, is against us. Nothing in your mind is against us. Even our fears are a form of protection based on past experiences and memories stored. But with conscious awareness, when we put awareness into that fear, for example, we understand the nature of fear, where it is coming from, why is it arising, how we can approach it, gently or slowly or abrupt, face, go to center of fear. All these methods do work depending on how do you want to make it work. These are all methods, and these methods were not only discovered today. These methods were taught way back, way back, way back. This is what we call insight. This is what we call the meditation of the breath. First, so now we go into practical. How do I actually practice it? How do I actually observe it? Now I'm curious. And now I'm curious to see what my lungs looks like. Now I'm curious to see what is my energy pattern of my heart. That's an adventure, I feel. That's way better than any roller coaster ride in Disneyland, I swear. Right? And these all can be observed. And when we observe the microcosm in the body, we understand the macro. It's easy to understand. That's why it's easy when we understand ourselves and we practice these ourselves. It's easy to extend that to other people. You are your own universe. And when you understand your own universe, it's easy to relate to someone else's universes. And there's so much to observe. We have no right, let me use that word, we have no right to be bored whatsoever. We're only bored when we're looking outwardly, but when we start looking inward, it never stops and it never ends. And we all know that. We all have that experience. I want to acknowledge the time. I have 1 minute to explain to you the process, but if I may extend a little bit of more minutes, I'm probably more effective explaining it. So what is the practical? What are the practical steps? First, as suggested and as instructed, this is not a fixed method. It's an instruction and a suggestion that we can practice. And if we find the practice not beneficial, then that's okay, right? We can find other practice. If it's beneficial, then we can adapt. If it's something that is useful to us, then why do we not practice something useful to us, right? So the suggestion is, first, to be able to observe deeply your body and your mind, you need to watch your breath. Your inhale and your exhale. You need to train and practice your mind to watch your breath. From the beginning of your breath to the end of your breath, and as you exhale from beginning to end. Simply watch the breath. This is what we call anapanasati meditation. Watching the breath. That's the first step. If I sit here in meditation simply watching the breath, I generate kindness, I generate love, I generate automatic peace. I put myself in the present moment. Have you noticed this? I want you to experience and experiment this. Number one is watch the breath. Watch the breath from the beginning to end. Inhale, I know that I am inhaling. Exhale, I know that I am exhaling. And then after some point, you can watch the breath from beginning to end as you inhale and as you exhale. Simply. You bring the magic of it is you bring yourself instantly in the present without thinking the past nor the future, because the mind only has one object of concentration. The mind cannot think twice at the same time. So the object, what we are doing here is that, of course, we are observing the breath and we are training the mind to be very keenly concentrated. Notice that you need this concentration to witness deeper inside you, because the realities in the mind gets more subtle and subtle and subtle and subtle. That when we develop, it's like when we have a knife, we need to sharpen the knife, right? So penetrate through the mind. You are obviously going through inside your mind. And if you have a dull mind, that means a dull knife. What is a dull mind? A mind that you cannot control. It goes to point A and B and C and D and goes back. That's a dull mind. And it's something that we can train. Simply, the suggestion is simply watching the breath. And as you slowly watch the breath, and if you master this, practice this for the next 7 days. Morning and night if you have time. Morning and night if you have time, right? And if you have more time, the better. You're just honing your mind to very concentrated, and it has so many effects. I don't want to tell you the many effects because I don't want you to be attached on the outcome. I want you to experience it. But let me tell you one effect. It just makes you magnificent and attractive. Why? Because you have a very strong, intelligent mind. You just face through all illusion, got everything. Because your mind is so powerful. This is the mind of athlete's life. World-class athlete has this kind of mind, very well concentrated. Yeah? We don't try to be an athlete here, but we want to be a good practitioner of meditation. Even if your guru give you a mandala to make or anything to make in your mind, you can make that easily because you have a very well concentrated mind. Easy. Very, very easy. When the mind is gathered in the center and in concentration, insights appear. It just cuts through illusion naturally. So that's number one. Practice that. It made 7 days. I'm very kind here, right? Some of the teachers will tell you to practice it for 1 to 2 years. I'm being very kind. Right? Practice at your own time. You can practice morning and evening, that would be good. And you'll immediately see the benefits of it. Whatever way. And don't take my words for it. Try to evaluate how the practice is out. Focus and concentrate. Right? That's the first practice. The instruction is clear of the practice. First is aware of the breath. Inhaling in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhaling out, I'm aware that I'm exhaling out. Meaning to say, you are aware of your breath, and then you observe your breath from beginning to end, and you observe your exhale from beginning to end. And just that. Practice that for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour, nothing else. And the next step, if you want to go deeper, you have more time, practice scanning the body, right? We practice right now scanning the body. Scan the body Scan the body parts by parts. Top of the head, using your laser focused mind. Now I'm assuming that we have a laser focused mind. I'm claiming it. Scan the body from the top of the head, your face, your arms, your shoulder, your body, every inch of it. So we can be aware, because remember, our goal is to be able to observe our body and our mind. So if I'm going to observe something, I need to be concentrated and focused to see what it is made of. If I'm saying that to witness my body as it is, then what is the body really as it is? Is it, of course, it's skin. What is the skin made of? Right, and these are all can be observed. This is a truth. These can be observed. I have observed it. Many people have observed it, and you can observe. So scan the body. Now, when scanning the body, you start to observe emotions, not just the physicality, because your emotion and your mind are entangled in the flesh of your body. You can start to feel emotion when you start to pay attention to the parts of your body. You start to actually listen to emotions arise and feel that emotion too. So we were not going to deal with the emotion first. If you have a technique to deal with emotion, then the very easiest technique is to witness, is to smile. As we practice, smile. And let it smile back to you. If it's too painful, I smile and it just gives you back a frowning face. No, your smile won't do a thing. It's very painful, right? For example, you smile at your stomach and it's like very painful because you had too much caffeine. And it really wants to shout in your face like, you had too much caffeine. I'm not going to smile back at you. Then what we do next is we listen. We listen to what it needs to say. Listen. When we listen, we don't react. When your partner talks to you and explains their side, once we react, it turns a fight. Same with the body. Listen, listening with kindness and compassion. And as you listen, oftentimes it subsides. Oftentimes. If it's not subside, let it be. Go to the next part of the body. Just let it be. That's okay. You're painful now. Go to the rest of the body and just acknowledge the pain and go on. Proceed. Don't cut the meditation just because something is frowning back at you. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we call body scan. When you smile back at your body, I'm not making the technique. The root of the technique is called shamatha meditation, right? Shamatha meditation is the relaxation of the body. That's shamatha meditation. When you smile back to your body, and you feel that deep relaxation in meditation, that is what we call shamatha meditation. In the Buddha's context, of course, obviously, there are many names to it. We just call it relaxation if you're not comfortable using that name. And then when we start to observe deeply every part and inch of us, then we are starting to develop insights. What is insight? Insight is very important. Insight is the foundation of wisdom. It's just a natural development. Now we get to see and observe the body to develop the wisdom. Wisdom to what? Wisdom that you can use however you use it. The instructions are clear. It's an invitation to sit on the practice, right, for the next 7 days. So if you do have questions about, of course, maybe questions may arise as you're practicing it. You can get a notebook and write all your questions and all your progress, and you can track back your questions and your progress. You can ask me, you can ask Daya, you can email, ask your questions, or if you have questions now, I'm happy to entertain questions about the technique. No questions? Everything is clear? Okay. Well, I think I did a good job because there's no questions. I did a good job explaining. Okay, so that is the practice for the next 7 days, and I will see you next Wednesday for our next session to practice together and learn even more deeper techniques that we can use in our daily life. Before we end, I invite us to just pay attention and gather all our respect, our compassion, and our kindness into our hearts. Bowing down deeply into one another. I bow down to the future Buddha in you. Paying respects to all our enlightened teachers, our Sadgurus, light beings who are always guiding, compassionately guiding and protecting us any moment. Like it is easy to come back to kindness, it is also easy to tap in for their support and their guidance. They are in the wind, they are in the fire, they are in the earth, they are in the water, they are in the skies, they are in the sun, they are everywhere, and they are inside your body. We may remember who we are, what we are, and what we are becoming. Oh, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Open the eyes and thank you for being.